to the Super Regionals. Virginia Tech looking for their third straight. Georgia.
3 different speeds. She had an off speed and then a changeup.
Goodnight leading it off for the Bulldogs. Grind misses up top. Don't you?
Yes, you can't fall in a hole against either offense because then you're.
Florida State gave up 4 earned, 6 total in just 1 2/3. That finds a spot, and look at Goodnight. She's at second. For 5 here in the regional with a walk and a run scored. Mom both played college sports, baseball and tennis, as she hits this well to left field and caught. Going back is Kelsey Brown. Kearney is powerful. You want her getting off the bus first. First team nods. 3-2, and Grind blows it past her. What a pitch. Hit a solo shot off Jacobson right after. Split 2 games in 2019. Field deep and off the wall. Mosley gonna roll into second base, an RBI double.
Getting that outside corner. She wants to live away from these hitters, but if she can't get it for.
Cross already for Georgia. And cannot get that call in the outside corner. All 9 runs scored by Georgia at this regional. Right side, that goes through. Mosley going to be rounded third. She's headed for home, and she is in there. Ryan trying to limit the damage here.
Play.
Left field, gone! Sydney Lee is out of this.
Sydney Chambly is leading her team at the plate. Her 3rd home run. This place is Georgia anytime to get warmed up today. Talk about setting the tone early.
Offense is electric. And I'm not certain that they got it completely wrong, maybe. I think what we've seen this weekend, My goodness! The freshman, her 7th of these. Oh, mama! Usually the Savage chain gets a break, but I think Ross and in steps Emma Lemley. I think we were surprised maybe that
moving. Georgia's going to take advantage of it like they did yesterday.
In this first inning. And that is in there for out number 3.
Getting the start today, trying to send her team to Supers. The transfer from, she's so fast at the top of the lineup. She can get on base so many different ways. To make mistakes. In Division I softball now.
Popped up, Armistead goes back and takes control for out number 1. How well Walters and Chelsea Wilkinson, their pitching coach, right next to Wilkinson in the dugout.
Coaches, young coaches.
Them do their job and said they take control of their areas as Walters gets the big strikeout of Cam Fagan. In 2008, snapping a 185-game win streak on pre-Olympic tours, and the last 3 batters of that no-hitter series. If you got 2. Hits it, and diving stop, throw to first, what a play! Armistead robs Addie. Best live action on the 7 innings live show.
Unbelievable. But it's so good for the sport, though, you know.
Top of the order for Georgia. The woman who started it all plates 5 in the first inning. Off Grind, they bring in Emma Lemley, who I think many maybe would.
Without any damage, but Georgia with 2 outs scored 5 runs.
Easy one. Know that Virginia Tech has the power. They can do it. They owe to Davis. Lets it go. 2-out walk. Let's see who can make some adjustments. Lemley.
Successful. She's got to find a way to get that one in the zone.
The strikeout pitch. 260. Swing and a miss. Lemley wins it.
And we may have a review.
From 9 to 8, switching with Kylie Aldridge.
The way Emma Ritter's to the 4-hole, give her more opportunities.
1-0 to Bailey. Popped up, shallow left. Armistead wants it. 2 outs. Walters' last win as a starter was April 22nd.
There's just too much.
Spun awkwardly. Mosley did a nice job to stay with it. 6 up, 6 down. Family of networks, log on to clearwaterinvitational.com for details and ticket information.
Starting to jump. She's spinning the ball well, settling in.
Mosley rips it. Bree Peck in the area. 6 batters that she's faced. This is Kuma's first look at her in this one this year. When she's behind in the count, Kuma hits it hard. Fumbled a little bit at shortstop, and they call Kuma out. The review, it's just funny as you. Sydney, are you kidding me? It is! Sydney Chambly is the hottest hitter in.
Chambly, how? Absolutely not.
Not this weekend.
No.
Shot right after Chambly hit the 2-run shot in the first inning. 2-2. Ground ball. Jamie Bailey has it at first. 2 outs. Getting close. Softball postseason well underway. The road to the women's college. It get a little beat.
Loud home run. This place was rocking.
Seasons now, 315 the last 2. Lawson into shallow right field. Nice catch by Fagan going back. This is a Virginia Tech team that has scored 5
times this year. They put crooked numbers up very easily with their power. They just need to start by just getting a couple base runners on. Instead at short has been solid. Defense all around.
It's 1 for 3 against Georgia in the big swing. Walters fired up right there on the strike. Down to the 9-hole. Had 8 hits in the final 8 games leading up to regionals, which
like hers is today. You go right at hitters, attack the plate.
2-2 took something off. Kuma comes on. 9 up, 9 down for Walters. Workout, but I mean,
it's 1 out away, 1 strike away of getting out of that first inning, and it's a whole different ball game, right? But Lemley,
much with Pete Demore too. 5 years, looking for the
culture it takes to be successful.
Great pitch from Lemley for out number. Goodnight had to wait on that. Emma Lemley came in last year as a freshman.
She took her under her wing, and as a freshman, that's huge to have that leadership.
4th strikeout, and you hear this from a lot of coaches. The film you have on these pitchers, right, and so
being as good as she was last.
Back, gone. Lindy Ray board for the Bulldogs.
Everybody's getting in. Everybody's having fun. She gets her turn with the second.
To Kearney. Got her. Lemley 3 strikeouts, but before the 3rd, a solo right now to his first super regional, as he likes that pressure of leading this program.
And he does his players, his coaching staff, everybody involved really add to it.
Line shot off Armistead, who's made some really nice plays at shortstop today, but for the first time.
Then gotta love the upsets.
And Fagan right on cue into center field. Runner trying to go to 3rd. Virginia Tech their first run. Foul ball. Walters ahead 0-2.
The game we're in, and Virginia Tech has some work to do if they want to play this with a first pitch changeup.
Ground ball right side, trying to roll 2. They get 1, and a run comes across. You know the end is getting close, but there's still some work in the all-conference list. That's bounced in there by Walters. Ritter's going to second, and she gets in there. A runner in scoring position for Virginia. Left side, and it's down. Fair territory. Bounces away from Goodwin. Ritter scores from second. Bailey in.
Go back to Cam Fagan taking second base.
outside, Davis gives a little fake to Sam's in a game.
You know
yes.
it. Every game. Maybe every other.
Snipe. Peck, soft grounder. Mosley handles it. Virginia Tech gets two.
Of last year's region when they were number 2 overall.
And the other team just lost to you. So the confidence factor, and then the fact that South Carolina did enter. First pitch just misses outside to Sydney Cooper.
Getting frustrated, and that pitch in the dirt, slaps her glove afterwards. You start trying to overthrow the ball. That's when she loses her movement.
Deep to right, comes back in just before the.
You make a good pitch, they put a good swing on it.
12 RBIs in the regional. Chambly, this one isn't going to leave the yard, but it's another base hit.
An 8 coming into the regional, so she's not looking for power.
Good one homered off Lemley yesterday.
Surrounded by people that get hitting, and just surrounded by greatness.
Big cut right there. Lemley needed that strike. Field struck out looking to Lemley, and then lofted into shallow center. Bree Peck takes control. Out number 3. They have what it takes, but Shelby Walters and
that's how you're effective as a pitcher. First pitch strike, you're setting yourself up to work ahead. Virginia Tech.
2-1. Popped up, shallow left. Armistead makes it look easy. 1 out. So hasn't seen nearly as much action. Watches that one low, 1-1.
I haven't seen Virginia Tech have long at bats like we've seen with Georgia.
1-2. Off the handle and caught by Mosley. 41. Senior from Warsaw. Got a hold of this one. Deep right field. Kearney back. Makes the catch. 1-2-3 for Walters.
East complete team this year. They can do it all.
How about that from the freshman Burnett? Leads off the 6th with a base runner. Top of the order, Dallas Goodnight trying to lay down a bunt. And out at first.
Georgia order. Lindy Ray Davis is the 2-hole. You got 3, 4, 5, 6 coming up.
Hit hard, bounced awkwardly, coming home. Safe at the plate. Armistead in under the
force play. It's going to be tough to get that out.
Kearney up the middle, base hit. Around comes Goodnight. It gets away from Peck in center. Now 2nd and 3rd.
You have no outs in the top of the 6th. The fans are back in it. You could give yourself a chance of quieting their bats.
Mosley base hit. Another one in for the Bulldogs, and it's 11-2.
His first super regional as a head coach, and they have the talent to get to the World Series. And he's just keeping it rolling, keeping the tradition.
2-2. Chambly, automatic. My goodness, you can't get her out right now.
No. And to watch her play this weekend.
3 teams at every regional, they got to go home. Ground ball, they get the lead runner at 3rd. Nice play by Castine.
It's been solid.
Foul territory will stay in play, and Jamie Bailey takes care of it.
Like 5.
Chopper Walters, 1 out. Georgia 2 outs away. Cam Fagan, is that right on cue? It is. Her career high.
Cam Fagan gets to square up a pitch. Nice job. Look how she pulls her hands inside. We know how hard Shelby Walters throws. She can hit 70, but nice job of Fagan by getting her hands inside.
Armistead didn't do her any favors at shortstop back in the first inning, kind of robbed her of a potential hit in the left field. The freshman going over and cannot make the catch. Extra bases for Addie Green. It is a 12-game hit streak for her. 2-run shot to take the lead against Georgia in their first meeting.
We've had great weather all weekend.
Inside corner, they call it on Ritter. 2 away here in the 6th. Year the Georgia season ended in Durham at the hands of try for Walters. Got her swinging. Georgia is going back to Super Regionals.
They left no doubt to anybody who watched them this weekend that they belong here and they can do it all. They can hit, they can.
6, they could potentially host. Right now, South Carolina and Florida State are battling early.